Everyone, this is Genesis here, and we're going to do a performance test for Vcom AI. We're going to compare vanilla AI with Vcom AI in terms of frame rate drop and all that good stuff. So I'm going to have to qualify this. I can't do too much of a test because, I shouldn't say that. I can't do a very in-depth test because one, my computer is not that fantastic, so therefore it really struggles when I'm recording and doing ArmA stuff at once. And ArmA is a very demanding game, so it's my frame rate is always going to be lower. If you haven't noticed on my videos, it's passable, but definitely not running at 60 FPS. But what I will do is we're going to have a 10 on 10 combat here, and I'm mean 10 groups each side. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's going to result in roughly 150 AI, if my math is correctly. 8 times 10 doubles. Yeah, it's close enough. And we're going to see first vanilla AI, and then we'll see Vcom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So let's see exactly. 8 times 20. It's 160 AI. That's still quite a bit. And this is all in one engagement. During combat is when Vcom is most draining, and same with vanilla AI. When they're in combat is when they're most draining. Now I have a trigger here that when anyone is present, it sets the AI variables to no AI true, so effectively disabling Vcom AI on them. So that's fantastic. It apparently will only run once, which is good. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So when I'm going to go ahead and load this up into the mission. And I have a special little function here that is going to count back the FPS twist every second, and once it hits 420, because that's 7 minutes, I'm giving it 7 minutes. How many minutes is okay? Anyway, when it hits 420, it's going to stop and continue on, and let us know what the average frame rate was. So, like I said, the computer's not the best. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna run over here. There's 150 AI right now, 160, and I'm going to enable Zeus. Get that enabled first. Then I'm going to do average FPS. We're going to go ahead and hit. We're going to execute for that now. Load up Zeus. I'm going to teleport over there to Nuka. And let's see. I'm looking for the AI. There they are. Oh, you know what would help is if I gave the AI waypoints. Oh my gosh, I forgot to give them waypoints. We're gonna just pretend that didn't happen. That's what we're gonna do. AI are great and all, but when they're not actually attacking each other, can't really do too much. So my frame rate wasn't too bad there in the beginning, and like I said, it's very noticeable when they get into combat. You'll probably even vanilla AI see a tank in the frame rate here. So we're gonna do something like that, and now we're gonna press play. So the big difference we're looking here for is the difference between Vcom and vanilla AI, the average difference of frame rate. And we'll be taking a look at that to see kind of how that impacts gameplay. And I'm looking at the ground of both just because I'm superstitious in ArmA, and I try to get as much frame rate as I can right now for this test. I'll do that same for both. So right now we're doing vanilla AI. It's going to be vanilla AI we're testing. So I'm going to go ahead over and teleport over here to Tanuka. Wow, they're already engaging. Okay. So with vanilla AI, you can see my frame rate is going down to roughly 2019. It's pretty low. Not going to lie, that is pretty low. This is vanilla AI. Okay. A lot of firing happening. So this is frame rate in the battle. If you're in the battle with that many AI, this is kind of what you can expect. Now, I want to see something. If I go warp away from the battle, you're immediately going to see my frame rate will go up. But the thing to notice, okay, look at the schedule lag here. This menu is popping up almost instantly, and the fields are being populated instantly. So we're getting next to no lag, which is what we expected for vanilla AI. So let's go back. So with vanilla AI, with this me hosting it, my frame rate's still around probably 20 to 25 average, it looks like, top right. But when I'm actually rendering the battle, using this camera, Our frame rate probably tanks back down to 20, to 22. Okay. And I bet if I get close. And I render more, and my frame rate tanks more. If I zoom back out, it'll probably go back out. It's not rendering that much. That's interesting. I'll stop messing with that counter. Now this isn't going to be super duper like super duper like scientific here. I'm going to stress that again because I don't really care to do that. It's boring to me. And this is quite the firefight, right? You have quite a bit of AI. I mean, if you have an emission, 200 and or this is 160, 160 AI shooting back and forth. I tried to do 260 AI at once while I'm recording. That's not going to happen. My computer wanted to cry. I was getting around probably 10 frames a second to 11. It was bad. So this is 160. And while recording, my recording really does hurt my frame rate. It's insane. Well, anyway, here's Op 4. They're being awesome. Should have set it to nighttime. That would have been cooler. I'll try to move around the same as I am from Vcom as well. And as I'm saying, Vcom will probably be lower. And I don't know if we want to give it its full 7 minutes. Maybe we'll go to 200 seconds and I'll disable it. Let me get the command ready to disable it. Yeah, we'll go to 200 seconds and I'll disable it. Because I think this might be enough data for overall. I mean, that's 200 entry points, so every second it puts it into an array. I mean, that's good enough for me. This guy's wounded. No, soldier! We are one with the AI. Oh, okay. I think I got tired of that. I always love like doing stuff like this, like taking screenshots. They're really cool. Like, might be a cool screenshot right here. Or maybe like this one right here, even like right above the grass. If you can see the AI group over there. Okay. Oops. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, we'll do 215. That's 215. I'll do this and type in false. Okay. So our average FPS is 20. So we're going to go ahead and keep that 20 with vanilla. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out. I'm going to simply not get rid of this trigger. I'm just going to make it so it doesn't activate. I think that should do it. I haven't used triggers in such a long time. And we're going to press play. These AI will be Vcom AI. And what I'm expecting to see here will probably be a tank in the frame rate in the beginning as AI gets initialized. Even though the AI are in a queue, maybe we won't because I use a queue system. But it's still a lot of code to get going at once. So let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and do Zeus. Okay, that function did not run. It's perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and start running average FPS now. And here's my camera. Let's go ahead and get over to Tanuka. Fix this again. Okay, I just heard some gunshots already. So this is going to be vanilla AI. We're going to see if there's a significant difference in FPS. And my guess is, like I said, frame rate should be worse, technically. And we're also going to check schedule lag, like we did before, that control B, that menu popping up and closing and popping up and closing. That's why I do that. I'm checking to see how long it takes that command to be recognized by the game engine. Okay. So one thing I'm immediately noticing is So one thing you will notice, and what I was just thinking, is with Vcom, with that many units in battle at once, so there's the new function I added where the people can decide in your config settings how many AI you want at once to be calculating where cover is. Now this will have some, in most normal games, you won't notice this as a huge impact. I see this squad right here, closest to the enemy, or taking cover, trying to get inside buildings and stuff. You won't notice it in most games, but what will happen is it puts the AI, all AI get put into a queue. Y'all go, hey, I need to move to cover. and the game goes, my mod goes, no, there's already 7 or 10 or how many you decide units trying to move to cover right now. You need to wait. And so the AI will sit there and go, okay, I'll wait. I'll just fire and do vanilla behavior until you tell me otherwise. Which is why you see a lot of these AI kind of just sitting in the open, because there's 160 AI that's trying to process. And it tries to prioritize the ones that are taking the most fire, like these ones on the front. We're sticking in this concealment here. So there is definitely, I try to hide some of that by making the ones that are receiving the most fire kind of take cover. Like these guys are kind of take cover in these lines here, but these guys are in the open. They're not taking a lot of fire yet. These guys aren't taking a lot of fire, so they're just kind of chilling. Same with some of these dudes over here. You can see these guys up towards the front are more in a cover position. Let's get over here, check the AI. So I think it's safe to say that, wow, the op4 actually spread out. It looks like, yeah, the op4 are actually moving down into the wood line here instead of grouping up all right here. There's definitely a lot of AI grouped around, which you're going to see with... They're actually spreading out. I like... See, that's what I love. Look, there. Oh, there's already some in the town over here. Holy shit. Damn, okay. Wow, they are really... These guys booked it over here. Look at that. That guy's just booking it. Just booking it. Where'd he go? There he is. So, yeah. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and check schedule lag. So I'll go to Zeus. Okay, so we're getting roughly a second. See that? See how it's a little bit slower sometimes? Well, now it's... Yeah, you can see... it's so hard to tell. Like, you can see, just for a second, it's like takes a second to populate. That's a little bit of schedule lag. That's what I mean by that. It takes the engine a little bit longer to go. And a good way to show this is if I do like a command here. If I do system check, now look at the bottom left. When I press run, if there's no schedule lag, this will instantly appear in the bottom left. But I'm gonna press run, and you'll probably see like a delay. Okay, see that? I'm gonna press it again. Ready, and I'll do go 2 this time. And pressed. Okay, that's almost instant now. Well, that's actually I'm surprised by that. That's almost instant. There's definitely a couple, like a little bit of a delay, but that's not bad for 160 AI running around at once with Vcom. When it used to be, if you had 50 AI, it would severely impact the performance. Okay, so we're running up in 215 here. Okay. Yeah, we're moving around a lot more, trying to get better cover. Oh, okay, 215. This, oops, wrong button, hit F12. False. Average frame rate is 20! 20! Is that right? No. That's the same. Hold on. That can't be right. Hint format. FPS counter bank. No, okay, that's gotta be right. So this is the log for 200. This is 215-ish data entry points. Let's make sure. That can't be the same. That's 224 entry points. So 224 different moments in time for my frame rate. And now I'm looking at this. The frame rate looks like in some places it was lower. Like I went down to 13 in some places in the city while I was in there. But the average looks like, let me make sure I did this right. So to get the average, I add up all the points in that bank, add them all up, and then I round it. Let's not round it. Let's not round it and see. Okay. And then so I rounded them all up. I add them all up, and then I divide it by the number of total. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so non-rounded are at 19.83, which is close enough to 20 for me. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. That's a huge improvement. Vanilla AI versus Vcom AI. That's not a huge difference. So I'm gonna be pretty happy about that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's very interesting. What will happen if I just spawn a Blackhawk here? Spawn a couple Blackhawks. Okay, so I'm gonna try something with releasing videos that aren't as long and are more precise. I'm gonna do another video real quickly just about Zeus and AI and showing how you can actually control them more. Because there's been, wow, that's kind of cool to look at. Oh god, my frame rate. Nah, Blackhawk down! Look at the amount of rounds being shot over here. Go, run! Run, bird! Oh, this one's down. That one's out. These guys are moving. They're going. Ah, okay. Oh, there's an error because I deleted them. Alright. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. In conclusion, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm actually pretty happy with the way that ran. I'm really surprised, so. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Take it easy.